I want to ask you a series of questions about what is really going on with the back door to this place in terms of Irish Water. On the 16th of November, staff who are seconded to Irish Water from the local authorities received a letter from management to tell them that by the end of February, the service level agreement that they work under, which is due to expire in 2025, will be renegotiated and all negotiations ended and tidied up and ready to go by the end of February 2019. Now, that results from a report commissioned by the Minister here, Eoin Murphy, in May 2018, where he asked the Workplace Relations Commission to look at the service level agreement, have a report done where all sides would be consulted and issue that report to me, the Minister. That report came back in September, and if you've read it, Minister, you will find out from it that when you look at the detail, all bodies who contributed to that report, the Local Government Management Agency, the Trade Union, the Workplace Relations Commission themselves, and indeed Irish Water as a utility, have acknowledged that the arrangement of seconding workers who spent their lives working in the water services and the local authorities to work for the Irish Water utility has been a brilliant arrangement, that the experience and the skills and the depth of knowledge that was brought with those workers into Irish Water was absolutely expendable. They could not have done without it, and they very much welcome it. And all of those bodies, when you read the report, say the same. The problem here is, Minister, however, that we now have a report that Eoin Murphy is rushing to change an SLA which is supposed to last till 2025, wants to bring it into change in 2021 and wants the negotiations on same ended by February 2019, which is less than 2 months away, maybe just about 2 months away, 3 months away. Now, I want to ask you a question, because I have noted the coordination in this campaign. That report gets published in September. Shortly after that, we get a report on excess charges that are going to be implemented the year after next and how much money that will bring in. Shortly after that, we get a report from the EPA on how private water, local utilities are poisoning people because they're not delivering a proper service. And then we get reports that there's a government proposal to undermine a bill put in by Deputy Collins, supported by all sorts of parties in this House, to put a referendum to the people against the privatisation of Irish Water, that bill is to be amended and something else is to be introduced which will allow for an element of privatisation known as PPP. Will you please tell me what is going to happen to these workers' jobs? They do not want to move over to utility that may privatise water in the future. And will you get over yourselves and once and for all tell the people of this country that water will remain in public hands and will never be privatised? And make that clear, because the messages are extremely confusing and extraordinarily worrying for both communities and particularly for the workers.
Minister.